What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty back here with the final day of Week 3 of the RFL. We got ourselves a good matchup here to kick off the final day with the Austin Desperados traveling to Dublin to take on the Shamrocks. Great matchup here for sure, as the Desperados overall as a team 81 and the Shamrocks a 79. Right now, I would have to say either way, despite the Desperados having a 2-up and a better record at 2-0 compared to the Dublin Shamrocks at 1-1. This should definitely make for a very good, interesting, and competitive game. And we still don't know who's going to come out on top of this one. Can't go into this game with 100% certainty on who should dominate and win this game. But let me know in the chat who you guys got winning this game here tonight. Should make for a good one. The Desperados, as I mentioned earlier, 2-0. And the Dublin Shamrocks 1-1. Can the Shamrocks drop the Desperados to the same record of 2-1 if they get the victory here and end the Desperados winning streak? It will be interesting to see if that gets done. But with that being said, not too much to say about this game. Let's go ahead and talk about the final game that we're going to finish the week out on Twitch. And of course, I really want to give a big shout out to you guys who have been supporting Rob Roby in the Twitch over there. He's been doing an excellent job over there. And of course, not only is he doing an excellent job commentating, he's been doing a great job in this Reimagined series. I mean, look at this poster. Something amazing, as they got the Chicago Cougars 2-0 taking on the San Diego Red Dragons, who are 1-1. Same record as these two teams that are competing here tonight. So it should make for a great game. That's going to be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. So make sure that you catch that game right after this one. Should make for a great one. Probably the biggest game of the week so far. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get a look at our sponsors from SeatGeek. And afterwards, we'll take you right into the game.
This is Anna. She's crazy about football. Her team is playing at home next week and she really wants to go. But when she looks for tickets, they're all sold out. Anna doesn't know where else to look. There are hundreds of confusing websites, and scalpers are sketchy. But then Anna discovers SeatGeek. SeatGeek finds tickets from hundreds of sources and puts them all in one interactive map. Anna easily buys the best deal with 2 taps and no surprises. When game day arrives, Anna scans her ticket using SeatGeek and gets to her seat before the first snap. SeatGeek, the smart way to buy tickets.
So shout out to those guys over there at SeatGeek. Use our promo code RFL to get a $20 discount off your purchase next time you're looking for to make a purchase of going out to any sporting event where SeatGeek has tickets. So make sure you go ahead and do that. Definitely helps out the league, helps everyone win in that situation. But with that being said, you guys already know what time it is. It's game day. Austin Desperados taking on the Dublin Shamrocks. Let me know in the chat who you got. I'll be back in a few. And so you guys hear the sweet sound of RFL game day about to begin, as we got a good matchup here. As I don't know why they don't have the Desperados showing there, but either way, as always, EA Sports messing up in that area. But Dublin Shamrocks here hosting the Austin Desperados. Should make for a great game. I want to give a big shout out to the guys who are here that have commented it. We've got, of course, both the coaches here, both Coach Forsey and Coach Hooks. Good luck to both of you guys tonight as we see both of the teams making their way out onto the field. The Shamrocks in that all good green and orange, and the Desperados with the white top, black pants, and the red. And I mean, this should make for a great game, as I've been saying heading into this one. We got Mitchie in the building, as well as Bastige, Altered Arcade, Cash Money Markel in the building, Coach Armstrong, Rob Roby. Shout out to him. He'll be commentating the game later tonight between the Chicago Cougars and the Red Dragons. Christian Curry's in the building. Who else we've got? We've got Exclusive Sparks. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. You got Chase Stevens. Big shout out to everyone who has come and is getting ready to watch this game. We highlight Lester Gadsden, only 99 yards rushing so far this season and just 1 touchdown. And so it's going to be interesting to see how he turns up here. He's been a great back, though, I'm not going to lie, when given the opportunity to make plays. Waiting to see if he can have a really big breakout game here against a more tougher defense in the NFC. With that being said, you guys already know what time it is. It's RFL game day time. We're paying some bills like Rob Roby likes to say. The ball's on the tee, and Austin is ready to kick this one off as the Shamrocks will start out the game on offense. He's going to field this one from the 6-yard line. That's going to be Lawrence Fitch as he'll be rocked up and brought down at the 28. Good return right there. Yep, I can see him already in the chat. Make sure you smash that like button. Let's get these likes up for this game. Should make for a great one as Tom Wilson is getting ready to trot out onto the field. 2 touchdowns, over 400 yards, 1 interception so far on the season. Took their first loss against the Memphis Steamers just a week ago, and it was a game they thought they had sealed in the bag until Reed Wagner was able to drive the Steamers down the field on the final drive to win that one. Let's see how they can bounce back as Wilson almost throwing an interception his first pass, and he is notoriously known for that. But here's a look at the Shamrocks in depth on offense. Talked about Tom Wilson. What about his targets? Roland Woods. You got Nicholas Andrews, 2 guys who were big stars as rookie receivers just last year. 2nd and 10, Wilson looking to pass again, throws, hits to Woods for a first down. Now, Woods really wasn't too much of a factor last week in the Steamers game, but here he is getting off to a great start, gets the first reception of the game, good for 12 yards. A new set of downs as they run it for the first time, and he is going to be met by all-pro linebacker Nolan Harrell. And it may have been for a loss as we get a look at this Desperados defense. Jonathan Gage, always a key centerpiece at that defensive line. And we already talked about the all-pro linebacker, number 57, Nolan Harrell. And, of course, the poster boy here earlier today. That's Ethan King, was in the first ever RFL draft, and he's been a monster for this defense at that safety position ever since. Offset I formation here, though, as they'll start out and run the football again, trying to juke to the outside, but he's going to be wrapped up and brought down at the 38. Good defense by the Desperados. Now, the Desperados have always been a team in the RFL known for good run defense. The main reason why is because their linebackers. You think about their linebackers of late, guys who are still pretty much here. You got Nolan Harrell, but you also had Jason Williams back in the day. He used to be a 95 overall linebacker, I believe. Actually, he was a 90 overall linebacker, one of the top 3 players. Of course, he fell off within age, but still, those guys really set the tone. And it's still a defense that does good against the run, as you can see right there. But 3rd and 12, Tom Wilson using those dangerous legs, and he's got a first down. Doesn't slide to avoid the contact, but he will hold on to the football. 1st and 10 once again for the Shamrocks. And I know Coach Forsey's got to be excited about the way that Tom Wilson came out playing so far this year. It was rough for him last season. Came out with quite a few interceptions to start games, especially in big games. You can even think back to the playoff run where he started out the game, got eliminated in the first round in the wild card against the Gunners in a close game that they were up pretty heavy in. I think the score at the time while they were up was 24-9, and they still ended up losing that game by 1 point, 25-24. But they tried to establish the ground game here, and it's just not working on Coach Hook's defense right now. You can see last week, 20 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown for Lester Gadsden. What's good, TD40? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And they'll go with a handoff again as Gadsden will be brought down at the 40. 4 carries for 5 yards, one of his better runs so far on the night. 3rd and 4. They've been able to convert so far on this down. Can they do it again? Wilson with good protection. Almost throws an interception. Great break on the football by Nolan Harrell, and that brings up 4th down. And, of course, not a lot of kickers in the RFL able to make it at all from this distance, from the 40-yard line. So I'm thinking, and I hope, that Coach Forsey is going to bring out his punting unit as the Desperados do get the stop. And they are actually going to try this field goal from the 40. And that's been a problem so far with Madden. But let's see if he can even come close here. And he did kind of come close, but he was off target, too far to the left. And that's going to be a turnover on downs at the 47. I don't understand why Madden would even attempt these kicks, nobody's going to make these, especially when you know that they don't have the leg for it. And even if he was accurate, I think it would have still fell about a yard short. Just not a good attempt at all there. Can't put that on Coach Forsey himself. Wish you could, dial up your own custom playbooks and everything and play them against each other online, but that's just something that isn't a possibility anymore on Madden. I remember it used to be back on Madden 18. Well, hopefully that's a feature they bring back in a future Madden. But 1st and 10 here, play action. Chase Mason getting a first look at him for the first time tonight, and that is going to be a completion as he'll be brought down at the 45, finding his tight end Smiley. A good 8-yard gain for Smiley. They go on the ground here, and an explosive run for a first down. That's Tavion Hall, a huge free agent signing this year. Last week wasn't too much of a factor either against the Steamers. Just 17 carries for 69 yards. He did have a touchdown, but still, the Steamers, for the most part, kept him in check. Strong formation to the left side. They'll run it to the right, and here goes a nasty jump cut, and that's what makes them so dangerous. Man, the move and quickness of Tavion Hall just to get right by, and the explosiveness to just juke out that defender out of his socks. My God. Goes another look at this play. Man, he didn't just juke out anybody. I mean, I know he's a cornerback, but that is Craig Chapman, one of the better tackling cornerbacks in this league. And he just got absolutely shook out of his cleats right there. Nasty juke.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Mason looking to pass again as he throws. He's on the money, and he's going to go down at the 20 as he's able to strike and find his tight end for a gain of 9. It's going to be Henry Moss, rookie receiver last season. Here in his second year, a bubble screen out to Jamoria Goff, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and that extra effort is going to give the Desperados the first down that they were looking for. 1st and 10 here at the 15 as they continue this march. And here they go, and Tavion Hall finding a lane, and he is unable to break the tackle. Brought down at the 3, and Tavion Hall is slow to get up. That is not a good sign. He was just killing it so far on this drive, his first drive of the game, and hopefully it's nothing serious, but he's on the sideline right now getting his arm checked out. 1st and goal here at the 3. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to be Adrian Spicer, the former starting back for the Desperados, getting taken down for a 2-yard loss. That brings up a 2nd and goal. Good defense right there as he's met initially by McCrary with some help from Jacques Snow.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Off staggered stack formation with the receivers to the left side as Mason goes with the counter run play, and Adrian Spicer trying to cut up the field. A great tackle made right there that time by Craig Chapman. 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. Can the Desperados punch it in? Still no sign of Tavion Hall yet. Mason looking to throw, and a big boy catch in traffic. That's going to be a touchdown, but at a cost as he's going to be injured and slow to get up. That was Henry Moss. 2 injuries on this drive for the Desperados, and they are going to kick the extra point to make it a 7-0 ball game as it goes through the uprights. 9 plays, they go 54 yards. And so they pose, and a great job of taking advantage of the forced turnover. Well, I guess you could call it the forced turnover since they're giving up turnover of their own from trying to kick a field goal from the 40. And it definitely cost the Shamrocks right there. But the Shamrocks coming out here at the 29-yard line after a pretty decent return once again by Lawrence Fitch, and Tom Wilson back out onto the field. Slide out to the right side as Wilson going to hand this one up over the middle, and here goes a great run by Lester Gadsden and another injury. Wow, a lot of injuries already in this game. That is 3 straight And I can assure you, man, the injury rating hasn't been bad, but it looks like nobody is seriously hurt. He's just sitting down on the bench. And I know the injuries can sometimes be nagging, but a good thing about having them in is they make for realistic stats throughout the season. And, of course, it just opens up everything else for storylines and guys to back up like a real roster to have to carry through the season with guys to see if you can make it through healthy. Good run right there, though, by the rookie Saeed Gore, who will be taking over the majority of these carries now. Trying to hit the outside, and the Desperados all over him. Down for a 2-yard loss. First met there by Victor Raka, the former Toronto Thunderbird. Came over off a trade with them. You can see him right there slowing him up, getting some assistance. I believe that's Jason Williams right there. And it is. The old veteran linebacker, could possibly be his last year in the RFL. There's been some talks possibly about him retiring. 3rd and 3. Wilson looking, throws, got the completion, and that's a first down as he's able to find his tight end. No, actually, that's his receiver, Levi Martz. Excuse me. I think it's Levi. I can't remember. I know it's 2 ways that you can say it. I got to remember how he says his name, but I think it's Levi Martz, though, because he has an I at the end instead of a Y. But a good read right there, good catch. Way to hang on to the football. First down. And a little pump fake here as Wilson just takes off, and he's got a lane, slides to avoid the contact, and a wise decision there as he was running head first into the linebacker Nolan Harrell. 4-3 look here for the defense as Wilson throws, hits the out route, and there goes Levi Martz for another Shamrocks first down. Great looking drive here for the Shamrocks, looking to respond. Shotgun. A little bit of a low snap and a good defensive play right there by Jason Williams, wrapping up Saeed Gore for no gain. Offset I formation here. Handoff up the middle, and Gore's going to be taken down at the 24. 5-yard gain. They need 5 more yards here on this 3rd down. They're very well in field goal range this time, but they're looking to try to keep this drive alive and score 6. Here goes a throw on the out route again, and guess who it is? It's Levi Martz with another reception and a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Great play right here. Tackle made there by Jason Williams. Like I said, getting up there in age, so his coverage skills not the best as they used to be as he gets burnt there on the slot out. Still comes up and secures the tackle. But the Shamrocks are en route to try to finish this drive out with some points here. Under center here with a 1st and goal at the 9. Roland Woods in motion as they pitch it out. They look like they got some key blocks, and that's a touchdown. An easy walk-in for Lester Gadsden, who checks back into the game and finishes out this drive for the Shamrocks. That was excellent blocking on the outside. That was just excellent. Everyone got a body on a body, and they just did their assignment to perfection. Great job right there by the Shamrocks, and they're just an extra point away from tying this game up at 7. Pretty good play call right there. They pitched that one out to the weak side, surprisingly, but it works out. We had a strong formation out there to the left, and the blockers just got the job done. The extra point's good there. And we got ourselves a tied-up ball game at 7 apiece with 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Still a lot of football left to play in this one. How about Lester Gadsden coming back and scoring a touchdown right there? Here goes the kickoff. Desperados fielding the ball in the end zone, but he will not take it out as he'll take the knee. And Cecil Austin III. And out comes Tavion Hall and the Desperados offense. You can see Hall, 45 carries for 220 yards and 2 touchdowns so far this season. And a couple of great runs. He was injured earlier on that last drive, but he's back. He's good. And And they will hand it off to him here. Finds a lane. Nasty. Quick juke move. Bouncing off of tackles. And there he goes to the 40, to the 30, to 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Desperados. What about that run? And he is in the zone. My goodness. Not only does he show off the elusiveness, he shows off the strength, power, and speed to finish out this run. Look at this nasty juke move he hits here on the Pro Bowl safety. Well, actually, that's not I thought that was Kurt. That's Brandon Bowen. He gets juked out of his socks, bounces off a couple of hits there, and then it's just a foot race that he rarely loses, that he takes all the way to the house for the touchdown. The kick is up, and it is good. And just like that, the Desperados score. What's good, B Euro? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Got to make sure I watch my volume around here because I am closer towards my mic. I'm not sure if I cut out or if the volume while I was screaming on that touchdown was too cringy. Let me know in the chat so I can see and try to adjust my range. But I try to bring energy on every play as much as possible. So you guys already know how I get for the guys who've been here. But here goes the return from the 2-yard line. Lawrence Fitch goes down at the 26.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Shamrocks, who tied it up, but it was short-lived after a beautiful touchdown run by Tavion Hall.
Here we go. Here we go.
Mix just killed me with that message. Tavion Hall. A 1st and 10 here at the 26. Handoff up the middle. He's got a lane. Nasty juke move. Breaking tackles himself. And he goes down at the 38. For a second, thought he was about to be out of there. Running backs going at it. Looks like it might be that type of game, guys. And it's been tough for the Shamrocks to be able to find running lanes on the Desperados. Talked about that earlier, about how good the run defense has been over the years for the Desperados. But right now, starting to heat things up. Tom Wilson with pressure all the way in his face. And, of course, that causes the incompletion as he just couldn't get his feet set fast enough and just couldn't get himself in a good rhythm with timing to throw that one accurately. But here goes a throw that he will complete accurately for a 1st down as he finds Graham Ferreira, the tight end, at the 46-yard line. Another look at this play. He just comes across, looks like maybe on the drag, but because it was so deep, it looks like it could have either been a drag or it was a drag. So it was a drag right there by Graham Ferreira. I don't know what type of defense these guys were playing, but they just left the middle completely wide open. And that is going to end an exciting first quarter of 21 points scored. This looks like this may be a high-scoring affair here tonight, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. So we start out the second quarter here. 1st and 10 at the 46. Tom Wilson with a draw play, finding a lane, jumping over his own lineman, and still carrying a load of Desperados on his back for the 1st down. Now that's some hard, gritty running right there by Lester Gadsden. Another look at this one. You can see him, athletic awareness. He got tripped up a little bit from jumping over his own lineman. He didn't necessarily clear him all the way. You can see the legs going through him. And he does whatever it takes to get that 1st down. That's what made him so great as a running back in his Houston days with the Gunners. There goes some RPO, and there goes great blocking. A great play down the sideline. Andrews to the end zone, and that's a touchdown for the Shamrocks. What a play. People talk about the wide receiver screens rarely work, but look at that. A rare occasion of it working to perfection. Look at these blocks. Look at the speed. Look at the playmaking ability. Great play, and man, we are looking at a game full of exciting big plays. And what about Nicholas Andrews, the 2nd-year receiver, able to find his way in there for 6, doesn't get touched until he gets to the 1-yard line. Beautiful. What's good, Anthony Washington? Appreciate you coming through the live stream. And yeah, B Euro. And you want to catch up with the league, man. When you understand, when you get the understanding of the league and how it works and watch the season, there's no other league like it where you just get to experience just the ups and downs and the big plays of the season. It is great also to look at every game to try to figure out who your favorite team is and things of that nature. There's quite a few good teams in this league. There are some bad ones, but we got some coaches in this league that could possibly raise them up to the good category and possibly be able to be a playoff team. So it's a lot this league offers. Check out our website at relocationfootballleague.com as well. For guys who are new, not just B-Euro, if you're watching this right now and you're liking what you're seeing, trying to get in on the action and be a part of the Relocation Football League, go ahead and visit our website, join our website, and sign up to be able to read our news articles and things like that. Catch up on the league, man, because once you learn everything about the league, this is a fun league to follow, I'm telling you.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Got Instagram, Twitter, you name it. All the links, honestly, is in the description. I made sure to put that on this stream. But here goes a throw. He tried to go deep to Jamoria Goff. Great play right there by Jameek Kerr. That's who I thought got juked out of his socks earlier. The Pro Bowl safety right there making a Pro Bowl play. 2nd and 10 here. You can see Hall is in the zone. Good blocking here, but he jukes into the tackle there. And Hall already over 100 yards rushing off of just 5 carries. He's at 110 yards. Wow. Draw play here, finding a lane, and it just looks like the Shamrocks defense just has no answer for him. 6 carries, 119 yards, and a touchdown. And this is just the first half. The record for the most rushing yards in the RFL was broken in his rookie year by Ronnie Nickens with a total of 316 yards. And so is it a possibility that Tavion Hall in his first year can break that record? We'll have to see. He's definitely on pace to get it done. Appreciate that, Anthony Washington. Yeah, the sliders have been great, man. Sliders have been excellent. Good defense that time. They hold him to a 2-yard gain. The guys who are looking at trying to get your CPU sliders up to the RFL, man, go ahead and check out our latest video. That's what we're rocking with right now. Here goes a pass and a completion on the sideline for a first down. Beautiful catch, but a flag. It looks like it's going to be some holding on the offense, and that's exactly what it will be. 10-yard penalty as Mitchell well, let me go ahead and rethink that last name, man. Pukoski? I don't even think that was close. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. You read the name. 2nd and 18. Here goes a throw, a completion, and he hits Smiley again. Either way, it's a first down. Xavier Smiley down to the 42. Yeah, I got to learn these offensive lineman names. I could say the names off the top of my head of mostly every RFL player, but the offensive lineman, that goes to show you, to be honest, man, they don't really get as much love at all in this league, man. You got to show them some love, man. I got to learn these guys' names. But usually it's the linemen that have the most difficult names to have to pronunciate, and he was one of them. Either way, a huge play. And yeah, I was off right there. 313 yards was the correct yards. Well, it was 16. Here he is looking to throw. Goes over the middle, and he's going to be brought down. But yeah, like I was saying, 313 yards. My bad. It was 313 rushing yards is the RFL single-game rushing record. That was broken back in Season 2 of the RFL by Ronnie Nickens when he was on the Thunderbirds. Here goes a handoff, and good tackle there. Brought down after just a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 4. Tavion Hall looking a bit tired here. Do they go with him on this play? Got to be wary of the clock here. 1 second, they'll snap the football, and wide open. They are just killing them with the tight ends right there across the middle of the field. I think they need to make some adjustments here with their defense and start playing the middle, the short of the field on those stick routes. Tight ends have been getting open all day on those. Now Sam Fajardo used to be a former Diablo, also a former Condor. That's where he first started his career in the RFL. But 1st and 10 at the 27. Chase Mason with some play action. Looking down the field, and he's got the reception for a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line as he connects with Jamoria Goff. And that's just picture-perfect throwing right there. Chase Mason, he did this throughout his career as a London Monarch. First season here as a Desperado. was very shocked when we got the news that they were going to trade him. And, he's just looking to try to give his best here as a Desperado to finish out his career, most likely as one here with Coach Hooks, as he'll look to throw to the end zone. Intercepted by Leroy. What a play. The former Houston Gunner coming up with this pick right here, Angel Leroy. I don't know where Chase Mason was throwing that one, and to be honest, he's been a great quarterback throughout his career with the Monarchs. But I guess he's got to get accustomed to this offense or something. Something's got to give here for the Desperados for him to fit in. Just has not been the same Chase Mason that we are accustomed to seeing. He's had a lot more turnovers since being here. And that is a bad one right there in the red zone. Shamrocks take over at the 20-yard line. 14-14 is the score with an opportunity to take the lead here. And Jason Williams, old but not washed up, making plays here tonight. That is his third tackle for loss in this game. You can see Jason Williams is coming in free off that right side. Not enough blockers. Second and 14 at the 16. Play action. Wilson looking down the field. Pressure coming. Throws it away as he feels the heat. He's getting chased down, I believe, by Jonathan Gage, defensive tackle. Third and 14. Looks like the Desperados defense may be able to get the Shamrocks off the field here. Wilson looking to throw. Goes deep, wide open. Roland Woods for a first down at the 45-yard line. And he just absolutely cooked his defender on that route right there. It was just a straight-up streak. But he just flies right past the corner here. And who is that? I believe that's Victor Rocca who got cooked like that. That's not even Victor Rocca. Couldn't see who that was. Victor Rocca is 33. That was a different number there. The 1st and 10. Huge play on a huge 3rd and long. But here goes a throw, completion. Lester Gatson with a juke move, breaking tackles, and another first down for Dublin. 12-yard reception for his first grab on the day. And he just comes out of the backfield here on that running back flat route, and look at that juke move. Lester Gatson, man. Very shocked when the Houston Gunners let go of him as well. First and 10 at the 33, under center, single back formation. No motion, Levy Marks out to the outside. He's got a lane and a good tackle, but still a good play. That's Tom Brow, the second-year safety, making that tackle. Still a good gain of 6 yards. And here goes a handoff as he is going to be hit hard. Forced fumble recovered by Ethan King, and that is going to be Desperados football at the 21-yard line. And that's how you get your payback with a red zone turnover, I guess you can call it, of their own. Tom Brown, who just made the previous tackle, comes up with a huge hit right here on Lester Gatson. Look at this. Just coming downhill, helping out in the run support, and bang, just separates the football straight away from him, and Chase Mason back out onto the field. 7 of 9, 76 passing yards, a touchdown, 1 interception, and still a tie ball game. Trips out to the left side, looking to throw. Mason, he's got the completion, broken tackle. Here goes Henry, who takes a huge hit himself by Stephen Daly.
60 Pittsburgh.
And they're going with an audible here as he'll line up in the gun, spread formation. Mason looking to throw, check down to Tavion Hall, and he'll be wrapped up and dropped down at the 37.
Come on, go! 70, Indy.
Spreading out the formation once again. Looking to throw, getting blitzed from all angles here, but he completes it. And what about that spin move by Tavion Hall, just pulling out all the moves here tonight. Wow. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2, play action. Chase Mason with the throw. Great defense, as that is going to be swatted and broken up by Stephen Daly. 5 wide, empty set, stack receivers to the left as he looks to throw. Intercepted for the second time by their top cornerback. Came over off a trade with the Thunderbirds. It's Craig Chapman. Used to be the former highest overall defensive back in the RFL, spanning from all the way from season 1 to season 4 just last year. And look at that. He just plays that, just sits there, recognizes the ball is coming for a second, thought he was about to let it go over his head. Looks like he just baited him. Tried to throw that one up to his speedster, but just did not get enough height. That is his second interception in this game. The Desperados had signed Chase Mason to a long-term deal. It was highly questioned about why they did it, because he's already was 35, I believe, years old right now. And so you start to think, is he even going to last that long? Paying him this money, he's having troubles already in his first year. Maybe some adjustments need to be made on the offense side of the ball to get him more, that fits him so that the offense can be more effective. Don't quite know. And there goes Tom Wilson. He just runs right in to Rinkard here.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Wilson looking to throw, and the flats open as Gadsden making moves, breaking tackles, and getting a first down, fighting for it to the 42-yard line. What a play by Lester Gadsden. Let's get another look at this play and how he just fought at the end of this one. Makes the catch, plants his foot in the ground, just gets up the field, running through the tackles of both Cummings and Nolan Harold there. You see DeAndre Cummings try to wrap him up and keep him short. Wasn't stopping Lester Gadsden on that play. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tie ball game, 14 apiece.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
One of the most exciting first halves so far. And here goes a throw, wide open, a completion for a first down. Good read by Tom Wilson, finding Graham Ferreira. And he was 31 at the side, yeah, so, 5 years on him. That means he got to play till he's 36. He might hit some regressions. You never know. We got to see what goes on in the future of these games. Hopefully, Chase Mason can start making some strides here to get back within this game and make some plays. We already know he's a great quarterback that can make some plays. That's for sure. But, the quarterback position is something that may be in question for the future of this Desperados team. They still got the young former offensive rookie of the year in Eric Fisher, who won that award back in season 3. Good defense right here. That was Jonathan Gage, defensive tackle, just winning his battle with Schwartz. Looked like Schwartz just gave up, didn't even put his hands up. Terrible blocking effort right there on that play. Second and 13. Wilson looking to pass, throws to the sideline, had Roland Woods wide open, but the accuracy just simply wasn't there.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. Let's overload.
And here he is scrambling. Wilson with the juke move, taken down at the 23. Almost was able to make something happen, but good job by the Desperados helping out there in pursuit. And a field goal here to make it a 17-14 ball game. Should be an easy chip shot, 40 yards out, and it is good. 17-14 is the score as Smiley knocks it through. It's good, Noah Underhill. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Yeah, Eric Fisher's still a young quarterback, man. 76 overall. Yep, just like Justin saying in the chat. 76 overall, 23 years old. But, he had a phenomenal rookie season, but he had a major sophomore slump last season, which called for coach to sign, to look for a big-time quarterback in Chase Mason. And it's not like he's doing bad here. He's missed 4 passes so far out of 14 for 100 yards. Got a touchdown, but the interception so far this year has been something that he just hasn't been doing too great taking care of the football. They'll go with a draw play here and a first down by Tavion Hall.
Let's get it ready.
18 Gator.
Check, check.
53 seconds left, trips out to the right. Play action, Mason looking, throws, open is Henry for a first down. Henry Moss to the 38. And the Desperados looking to try to tie this game up at the very least before heading into the locker room. And they're allowing a lot of time right now to pass off. They'll get up to the line here. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. He's got an open tight end in Smiley. He's going to be wrapped up and dropped down at the 35. And they're going to hurry up here and just call their last timeout. And so they will take the conservative approach here, but still not an easy kick to make it from the 35-yard line. This is a 52-yarder. We've seen some misses this year. Does he have the leg? Yes, he does. More than enough, as he squeezes that one in by at least about 4 yards. And the score is all tied up again here as Allison knocks it through to make it 17 apiece for both teams. And so the Desperados kicking this one off to the Shamrocks. Takes this one about a yard or two deep out of the end zone. Lawrence Fitch, with 1 second left here, gets down to the 26-yard line. And the Shamrocks and Coach Forsey wisely going to come out here and just take the knee to head into the locker room with just burning out that last second on the clock. And man, what a first half. This is the same exact score of the Conquistadors and Celtic Tigers first half. And just a great first half of play. A lot of huge plays, a lot of great runs. Tavion Hall was making some plays. Shout out to both teams right now. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get a look at the games that have passed so far. You can see these were the games that happened. Actually, I can't, since the halftime show is usually so fast, I'm probably not going to be able to go through these. So I'm going to go ahead and put up the poster for new guys to the RFL. If you want to join and start your journey into the RFL, starting from college into the pros, make sure that you fill out a player application today. And you got all the way up until the end of the regular season at the end of June to be able to submit a player into the league. You can only submit one player per year. But once you submit a player, you're locked in for the August College Football Series of the RFL. And can't wait to see how your journey goes and see if you can become the next star. But with that also being said, also make sure you tune in after this game tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern with the Chicago Cougars taking on the San Diego Red Dragons in San Diego. So it should make for a very interesting game. We get back to the highlights and everything of this game. A lot of big plays. Who's going to win this game? We knew it was going to be great. Now it's time to see who's going to be the winner as the Shamrocks kick this one off to the Desperados. He'll be in the end zone and will not elect to take it out. And you can see Coach Hooks glad he drafted Chris Allison, submitted kicker, a community member, knocking down some far kicks to tie this one up before the half. But here they are starting out the second as they'll run this one. Breaks past the first tackle, but is immediately wrapped up and dropped down for a 3-yard gain. Still a decent gain. You can see Tavion Hall still in his zone right now. And here they go with the receiver screen. Nasty juke move. And what about this play by Jamoria Goff? A very interesting story about Jamoria Goff, man. The Diablos had a coach, took over for him and didn't know what he was doing. A lot of terrible moves for the organization, which is why the Desperados. Good sack right here by Jacques Snow, though. But as I was saying, that's his 5th sack on the season, though. Great start to the season for him. But as I was saying, a lot of moves definitely crippled that Mexico City Diablos team. They came up with an impressive win just last night over the Crusaders on Twitch. Great game called by Rob Roby. They won that one 33-20. But that Jamoria Goff was a guy who was on the roster and pretty much lost an entire year. Did not get to play at all last season. Was switched to running back. Weird move and was never used. And so, glad to see him back in action, making plays. And this is the type of plays he's been able to make throughout his career. And, he's getting up there in age, and it's sad that he hasn't been able to he missed out on the year. But I think this could be a big year for him bouncing back. But 3rd and 9, Chase Mason looking, throws a check down. Tavion Hall takes a huge hit from their star linebacker as Stephen Daly knocking the lights out of him, putting them 2 yards short with a 4th and 2 at the 43. Another look at this hit. Stephen Daly just lining him up, coming down smooth and slow, just lining him up for that perfect hit. And look at this, boom, just blows him up. I don't even think he saw Stephen Daly coming in because he had his eyes focused on the defender ahead of him and did not check his left side. And boy, did he pay for it. So they punt this one away. Fair catch called and a Shamrocks bounce going into the end zone for a touchback. And out to the field comes the Shamrocks. That's another thing that, Madden's got to fix. The little details here. Why are they showing Saeed Gore's rushing stats? He's not the starting back. Little things, man. At 1st and 10 here at the 20. Shotgun. And Wilson spins around, throws into the flats, and good fight to get some extra yards after the reception as Graham Ferreira gets 4 yards at the 24. Bunch formation to the right side of Tom Wilson. A 4-man rush goes over the middle wide open as Levi Marks for a 1st down at the 42. What a game this is shaping up to be, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. Definitely helps out the channel and pushes it out for new guys to find us. And would be much appreciated for the guys watching. See, we got a pretty good crowd here tonight, man. 39 viewers as of now, 40 now. A big shout out to the RFL community and the newcomers. Hope you guys stay around. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be notified every time we go live on YouTube with a game. And there's going to be a fumble. It's going to be recovered by the offensive line here. Dalton Goldsberry, submitted defensive lineman from 2 seasons ago, makes this hit. But I don't think he was down. I mean, I don't think it was a fumble. I think he was down first before that ball came out. And that's clearly he was down first before the ball came out. He already fumbled earlier in this game, so that's something you just don't want to see at all. If you're Coach Forsey, I know he's not happy with that. They did recover it, and just because they recovered it, they're not even going to challenge it. That's something that Madden's got to fix as well. Like, challenge like that, I mean, probably would have been closer for yards also. But here goes Lester Gadsden with a nasty run and a juke move out to the 43, picking up the 1st down anyway. So he may have had his stats a little bit tarnished with a fumble he necessarily didn't give up, but he's still grinding out these yards with a great run here. You can see him just hitting the lane, but not only, he had a great lane to work with right there. So big shout out to the offensive line right now of the Shamrocks. Look at that. That was such a nasty move. He had at least about 3 yards of space before he got to him, and he still was able to juke him out. Strong formation to the right side, and here they go, end around play. Here goes Andrews. He's got a touchdown off a receiver screen earlier, and he gets 5 yards on that end around play. Needing 5 more yards, it's 2nd down, and they hand this one off, and a 1st down, huge hit, and his 3rd fumble of this game, technically only his 2nd, but he runs into a brick wall. I think that was Nolan Harold who forces this hit. Yeah, he comes across right after he gets the stiff arm on Ethan King. And another turnover here for the Desperados defense. Man, what a hit. Harold, just not a linebacker you want to run into. Big hitter. So the Desperados take over at the 33. Handoff, and he is blown up. Nowhere to go for Tavion Hall. Still in awe about his stats right now. 143 rushing yards, and we're still, we're just midway into the 3rd quarter. What's good, Madison Axel? What's good, Joseph Torres? Appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. Awesome Crocodile. Got Nashawn in the building as well. Big shout out to you guys. Trips out to the left side. 2nd and 11. Here goes a handoff and a nasty juke move. Another move he couldn't get by Jameek Kerr, though. And that is going to be a 1st down for Tavion Hall. Yet again, ripping off huge chunks of yards on the ground. Look at that move he just put there on Demario Waters, the linebacker. He was a rookie last season, and he had a phenomenal year. Right there, just getting juked out of his socks. It just looks like there's nobody safe when Tavion Hall is carrying the football. 1st and 10, Chase Mason looking to throw. He's got a completion, and he's got a first down out to the 43. 15 of 19, still having only missed 4 passes so far throughout this game. They haven't really looked to him to throw too much yet. There goes Mason. Good pocket, throws, and a great play on the ball right there. Just broken up, great timing on the hit, and Cecil Austin unable to haul it in. It was good, Danny Ross. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Chase Mason setting up for the running back screen, and he loses some yards going backwards, but here goes Tavion Hall breaking the first tackle of Stephen Daly, I guess getting some revenge back on the big hit he had on him earlier. Still a good gain, 3rd and 6. Empty set here. Mason over the middle, and great comeback to the football for the first down. Xavier Smiley, the tight end, man, what about him making some clutch catches here tonight? 5 catches for 59 yards, but all 5 of those catches have been for big gains. And Daly's just out here hitting. These linebackers, this defense in general on both teams, they are out here hitting right now.
Ready. 50, plant.
Empty set.
Get it.
1st and 10, here goes Mason. Pressure in his face, throws, and of course the pressure forces the incompletion, and he just couldn't get it there. 2nd and 10 here at the 26. Mason looking to throw again, feeling some pressure. Goes a check down, and Tavion Hall unable to break the tackle. It's a good open field tackle made right there by Hall on the defense. And it's 3rd and 2. What do they do here? Do they go to Hall or do they pass it? They'll go some play action to catch him off guard, and it's a completion for a first down as he's able to strike there to his tight end, Forrest. I believe that's the rookie tight end, Zach Forrest, on the reception. Wide open, great play call. I like the play call right there. And of course, that play doesn't work if you don't get any good blocking up front by the offensive line. Play action is the main source of sacks in the RFL. And right there, anytime you get the time to set your feet and throw, got to give credit to the offensive line. Handoff up the middle, Tavion Hall to the end zone, and it's a touchdown for the Desperados as they will take the lead. 2nd rushing touchdown for Tavion Hall in this game, having his biggest game so far of the season. And it's still a young season. This is just week 3. He could very well be a 1,000+ yard rusher at the end of this season, and he is on pace for it. Extra point is up. It's good. We got ourselves a good old 24-17 ball game with 3:47 left in the 3rd. They go 67 yards in 10 plays after the forced turnover on Lester Gadsden. And how do Coach Forsey and the Dublin Shamrocks respond after allowing that? There goes a return from the 7. Lawrence Fitch gets it out to the 29. And out comes Tom Wilson in the offense once again. And Lester Gadsden, look at that. 3 fumbles. Really should be 2. But still, he's got to take better care of the football. Got to hold on to the football. And fumbles hasn't necessarily been a problem of his throughout his career. Well, it has been a little bit. It hasn't been something too serious as we've seen so far this season. But a good pass right there, finding Levi March for the first down. And Tom Wilson's been throwing the football pretty effectively here. No turnovers, 200+ passing yards. They got a touchdown. I think they need to go ahead and probably air this ball out a little bit more. Haven't heard much from Roland Woods since the first half. Minuscule amount of catches. And try to get Lester Gadsden going. He's doing a pretty good job on the ground, but you got to ease off some of that pressure off of him. Probably he's touching the football too much. Wilson spinning around, throws, almost intercepted as it's broken up by Nolan Harold. He's just been all over the place tonight. 30-plus years old and still looking like a fresh new linebacker coming into the league with the plays he's been able to make. And here goes a sack, the first sack of the game by Wakefield. That says a lot, man. That's why I really enjoy the sliders and everything. I mean, you just don't know what you'll get in games. And you get good contested games out of these sliders, man. I advise you, if you're a CPU versus CPU game player, check out and use our sliders. You're going to get a good experience. Now, like I said, our sliders are more so tailored towards our type of players, but I have seen them work in NFL games as well. So using NFL games to simulate the way we do, I think they should still work out well. But here goes Tom Wilson on a 3rd and 20, and he's just off. There's nobody there to pressure him or anything. He just misses the pass here. 4th down. And I guess he knew there was no chance of him still getting this 1st down, but I mean, that's a lot of space. You never know. It's good, Chad. Appreciate you coming to the live stream. And here goes the punt by the Shamrocks. Unloads this one, and it will be inside the 10, but make its way in the end zone for a touchback. That's Gordon Chick on the punt. And Tavion Hall, what about him? 14 carries, 167 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. A similar performance of the entire game of Langford Cloud back in week 1 when he won Offensive Player of the Week against the Sentinels. He had 167 yards himself. Look at this, breaking through tackles, and Xavier Smiley, the tight end. Man, he's not the fastest guys, and you can clearly see it when he runs with the football. But he makes plays. He gets open. And that's a great play right there. Look at this. The old veteran tight end bowling through the defensive backs there. Great play. It's good, Miller Kingdom. Appreciate you coming through the live stream. Got to secure and make better tackles than that. And Tom Wilson a little bit frustrated right now on the sideline here, as he's losing right now in front of his home crowd, down by just a touchdown, but it could be by more if Chase Mason and the offense drives like they did the last time. Good throw right there, and Mason really starting to get into a rhythm here. 21 of 27 as he strikes for a 9-yard gain. It's Philip Stubblefield on the reception, former Explorer. Look at this RPO. Look at this, breaking tackles. Oh my God, the bubble screen working great, but this is Jamoria Goff. This is the guy who missed an entire season last year. You know, it still rubs me wrong about how that all went down, but look at him. He doesn't care. He's back, showing he's in full effect. Look at him, just throwing defensive backs off of him.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Play.
1st and 10 at the 42. Mason looking to throw. Here goes a completion on the slant, and there goes Henry Moss, who's had a plethora of catches so far for good gains, and there he is, another good catch for a 1st down. At the 30-yard line, this will most likely be the last play of the 3rd quarter, and they will not even snap the ball. And you guys already know what time it is. If you haven't already, put your 4s up in the chat. Get ready for the 4th quarter. Who do you got winning this game? Can't wait to see what the final brings us. And also, make sure you smash that like button if you haven't already. We still got about 40 guys in here watching. There goes a throw, and a good tackle made right there. Brought down at the 21. It's McNeil on the tackle, 9-yard gain again. Cecil Alston on the reception. Handoff up the middle, and Tavion Hall with a 1st down. They try to strip him. That's 1st and goal for the Desperados at the 7. Man, what a game. Game going by pretty well here, man. Got a game coming up at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. Chicago Cougars and the San Diego Red Dragons going at it. Should make for an interesting game. Great game to finish out the week, but 1st and goal at the 7. A little bit of a hard count, but he looks to throw. Chase Mason looking to try to tie up with touchdowns. But look at this, a forced fumble. What a play by the defense in the red zone, and boy, did they need that one. Tough one right there. That is a tough turnover. Let's get another look at this one. Got the completion, and Man. All right, Bryson McCrary. I think it's Brandon McCrary. Brandon McCrary comes up with this forced turnover here. Look at this. Playing the football. McCrary used to be a former Memphis Steamer. Remember when they traded the house under the reign of an old coach. Still a good playmaker, as you can see right there. Tom Wilson on 1st and 10, looking to run, and he's going to be safetied here as he tried to get to the outside, and so the turnover will not matter as Wakefield, who has the game's first sack, gets the second sack of the game, so that's 2 for him, and he gets a safety. So he might mess around and be Defensive Player of the Week. You never know. Already off of those 2 plays alone. And that's tough. Now that puts them down by 2 possessions. It's a 26-17 ball game. And the Shamrocks just not getting a good shake there. Tom Wilson just not making the wise decision. And I guess he relied too much on his speed, thinking he was going to be able to out-leverage Wakefield coming out there, but just couldn't do it. So the turnover actually turned out to be hazardous for the Shamrocks. Chase Mason coming out onto the field. Look at his numbers again. He's been doing very well in the second half. Bunch formation, handoff, Tavion Hall on the cutback, and he almost picks up the first down, goes down at the 38, 10 yards shy of a 200-yard rushing game, and he hasn't even had 20 carries yet. Play action, pressure in his face, throws, and what a catch by Xavier Smiley. He may have fumbled, but he's looking beyond that, still making plays with his hands. 8 catches for 88 yards. For number 83, a lot of 8s there. 1st and 10. Desperados on fire right now. Here they are on the drag. Nice jump cut. Philip Stubblefield going down at the 45. Gain of 7. And here they go with some RPO, and he goes backwards. Man, another flaw of Madden. You gotta fix that. Gotta make these animations on these bubble screens be up the field, not backwards. Never going to catch the football and go backwards or do anything like that in real life football. Now, either way, good play by the Shamrocks. They were all over that. 3rd and 5. And here he goes throwing. He's got the completion and he's got the first down to Xavier Smiley, man. Been his safety outlet, man. Just 1 yard shy of an 100-yard receiving night. 9 catches for 99 yards. He had 8 catches for 88 yards. And he's just getting all the lucky numbers in a row. Making all the lucky plays, huge plays. Yeah, I've been calling him Xavier Smiley, man. I'm thinking about somebody else, man. My bad. I've been calling that the entire game. It's Marquis Smiley, the tight end. Wow. Who's Xavier Smiley? I don't know who I had on my mind.
10-2 start.
1st and 10 at the 37. Handoff, and here he goes. A jump cut, finding a lane, almost getting the first down. Brought down at the 28. Tavion Hall continuing to kill it. 1 yard shy of 200 yards rushing. Shotgun here, 2nd and 1. Here goes a throw, and what about this catch by Marquis Smiley? Wow. And that's going to put him over the 100-yard mark, and boy, did he earn those 2 yards. 1st and 10. Here goes a throw over the middle, and a good wrap-up tackle as he's brought down at the 19. That's number 19, Cecil Austin III on the reception for a gain of 7. Mason looking to throw, moving around, and he's on target with the throw, but a rare drop so far tonight for Marquis Smiley. The drop back looking to throw, and could not hang on to it. That is just airtight defense. And you can't expect nothing less. That's Craig Chapman, one of the league's top defensive cover corners. And he just straps up Henry right there. Henry Moss just unable to make the Moss for this catch. Airtight defense. Look how he just closed in. It's great makeup speed right there. So they'll hold him to a field goal attempt here. The kick is up, and it is good. It's now 29-17, down by 12 points are the Shamrocks. They're not out of this game yet, but they've got to start making things happen and taking care of the football. It's been multiple turnovers here tonight. I'd have to say, for the most part, by both teams. Got to take care of the football. And so the kick is off. He'll take this one about a yard deep out of the end zone. And Lawrence Fitch, who's been having some really good solid returns here tonight off the kick returns, gets it out to the 24. First time I believe he's been stopped shy of that 25-yard mark. But Tom Wilson coming out onto the field, 13 of 20, 211 passing yards, got a touchdown, no interceptions. Split back formation as he'll line up in the gun here. He'll look to throw, spins around, and will scramble. And I do not know what Wilson is doing here as he fumbles the football. Broken tackle right there by Jonathan Gage, and he just didn't have enough space to get up the field. And man, Tom Wilson making very poor decisions here, trying to scramble with the football. Now the question is, was he down first or did the ball come out? We've already known Tom Wilson has had trouble hanging on to the football, and so why he would even do this just doesn't make any sense. He's got to learn to slide, and even in that point, got to cut up the field earlier. Had a ton of space to work with, and instead he tried to go wide with it, and the turnover is going to stand. No challenge at all. 1st and 10 at the 13, and the Shamrocks is, man, unfortunate mistakes killing him here. Here goes a throw while he's hit, almost intercepted, and almost caught for a touchdown. Broken up, incomplete. Wow. Interesting play right there. 2nd and 10, play action. They've been using it all game, and what a throw by Chase Mason on the money with a beautiful pinpoint accurate pass to Cecil Austin III for his first receiving touchdown of the game. Wow, look at that throw. On the move, too. That was a thing of beauty. Gets it over the head of the linebacker, Demario Waters, and squeezes it in right in the gut of Cecil Austin III while having airtight coverage on him by Brandon Bowen. Wow. Excellent. That was one heck of a play, and Chase Mason really heating up, man. Beautiful throw, beautiful play. And this kick is going to be blocked by the Shamrocks and recovered, but he won't be able to take it back for some points. And so while that will leave the Desperados without any extra point attached, it'll still just be the score of what it is for the Shamrocks, unable to get back the 2 points that they lost on the safety that they had earlier on Tom Wilson without being able to return this one. And so they kick this one off, and he will field it and take it out to about close to the 30. Good return by Lawrence Fitch.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Down by 18 here with 7:50 to go. That could have been a dagger right there for the Shamrocks. It's one of those tough games for Tom Wilson here tonight, and he hasn't thrown any interceptions or anything. The issue is just simply hanging on to the football and making poor scramble decisions. That's what killed him here in this game. And here goes, good catch. And Graham Ferreira almost getting stripped there, and they're making sure to go for the strip almost on every tackle, which has worked out well for them, as they have forced quite a few turnovers here on forced fumbles. And Wilson throws over the middle. Great catch right there by Levi Marks. He gets the first down at the 46. Over 230 passing yards now for Wilson. 6 receptions for 83 yards for Levi Marks. Appreciate that, Danny Ross. Thank you for coming through. And hope to see you in future streams. Big shout out to everyone here watching, man. Definitely didn't want to miss this game. It's been a great game so far. We've got another one following this in 20 minutes. The Chicago Cougars taking on the Red Dragons. And look at this. Still trying to strip Graham Ferreira there. Great fight as he hangs on to the football. As Rob likes to say, almost strong arm robbed him. It's 2nd and 2. Wilson looking, scrambles up the middle, and he's got a slide here, and he doesn't. And he luckily gets saved by Nicholas Andrews, who is aware enough to get his hands on the football and field it. But man, Tom Wilson, you got to slide. That's something that the game also has got to do better of as well. It's quite a few little things that's got to be fixed within Madden. I mean, if you're going to scramble here, I mean, I guess he thought he was going to be able to juke and get by, but you fumbled already multiple times within this game. Just hit the deck. You already know that you're cornered on both sides. Another fumble there. You got to take better care of the football. Gets lucky there. Wilson on a throw, nice squeeze in, but he couldn't hang on to it. Tried to go to Nicholas Andrews, but the coverage was too tight by DeAndre Cummings. And there goes a draw play. Spin move not going to work, and he goes down at the 17. Lester Gatson just 81 yards rushing so far tonight, so for the most part, the Desperados did do their job. On the ground here, he goes end around play, and they are going to shut down that play. That's Tom Brow, who had a forced fumble earlier in this game, getting his tackle for loss here. That's his 15th total tackle on the season. And that brings up 4th down. Really don't like the play call right there. Why go with an end around play? A pretty lengthy, a medium 3rd down. Probably would have went with a better play. And even though those have worked for them this game, I don't think that was a good call to call that right there. But 4th and 9, they're going to call a draw play. An even worse play call here. And man, that is just going to be a turnover on a drive that could have possibly ended up in some point. I mean, kick the field goal, make it a 2-possession game again. Why go for it on 4th? I really don't agree with the decision. I mean, the play calling, those last 2 plays were just awful. Counter run play here. And Hall is going to be wrapped up and dropped down at the 19-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain, but it puts him right at the 200 yards rushing mark in this game, man. What a game by Hall. Looking to add on to that as he's wrestled down at the 22. A gain of 3. 3rd and 6 as they continue to burn time off the clock. There goes the throw, hits him on the slant. Good play call right there. Good play. Finds Henry Moss for a 1st down. And how about these Desperados, man? You think back to last season, these guys are literally on a 13-game winning streak. They started out season 4 last year 0-6. Everyone writ them off as being the worst team in the RFL that season. But they bounced back. Coach did made some adjustments, and they ended up winning the last 10 games straight. Ultimately fell a game short of the playoffs that season. But man, they've still been winning ever since so far in the regular season. 13 straight wins. I just don't see no return here for the Shamrocks in this one. Tavion Hall still spinning around, getting yards. Gets to the 43. 6-yard gain there, 2nd and 4. Handoff, and Hall with just about the dagger there. And the Shamrocks not even calling timeout. They already know that it's game. And he's back in the zone here after that huge chuck of yards right there straight up the middle of the field. And I guess they're just stat padding here with Tavion Hall.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, come on now. Shoot.
1st and 10, handoff, and Hall. Actually, it's going to be Adrian Spicer getting a carry and a 1st down. And that should be the last play of the ball game here, as the Desperados remaining undefeated with a great win here on the road. Their defense forced a ton of turnovers in this game. Most of those you can give credit to the defense of forcing them, but a good amount as well. I'll say an equal amount was due to the defense just making good plays and big hits. And then, of course, just terrible holding of the football and bad decisions by the Shamrocks in this one. A tough loss there for Coach Forsey. and hopefully they can bounce back next week. But they are going to drop down to now 1-2 on the season after this loss, as the Desperados will remain undefeated with a 3-0 record. I mean, look at those stats. Over 250 plus yards in both rushing and passing. They had themselves a heck of a game. And look at the stats of even the Shamrocks. Over 100 yards rushing, over 140 yards rushing and 200 plus yards passing. It was a good game. It was just too many turnovers on the Shamrocks part. So with that being said, that's going to do it here. And within 15 minutes, we're just 15 minutes away from the final game of Week 3. If you haven't already, make sure you check out go to our Twitch page and become a follower and a subscriber. I guess I don't know what they call it over there. I think it's a follower. Become a follower of our page over there to be able to catch our primetime games there at 7:30 always, as Rob Roby will be calling that one. And it's a great game, man. His own Chicago Cougars taking on the San Diego Red Dragons. This is a great friend matchup, you can call it. I mean, both of these guys played in good leagues together before even joining the RFL. They played years together, from what I've heard. You got Coach Davis and Coach Roby going at it. Should make for a great game. I think it's going to be a great one to close out Week 3. But with that being said, that's going to do it here. It's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for the weekly podcast. Till then, peace.